Do you mean it's been my honor? Hello and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. My name is Kimia, but you can call me Kim. And in honor of my first ever YouTube video, we are going to be doing a reading vlog. Now, we love a good romance book. We love a good thriller, mystery, all that kind of genre books. I have not been into the fantasy world. But when I was like in my teenage phase, I did read a few fantasy books, and one of that being the Fallen series. For that to kick off, I am going to be reading Fourth Wing. This book is either going to make me love fantasy, get into the fantasy world, or make me hate the fantasy world and stay away from it. So we shall see what will happen. Let's go. I know nothing about the book. I've tried to avoid as many spoilers as possible on TikTok. I just know the main character's name. I think Xander and Violet. I'm actually not afraid. I'm actually quite impatient to see my whole reaction after reading the book, because I've seen many reactions. I've seen people. I'm actually not afraid. I'm actually quite impatient to see my whole reaction after reading the book, because I've seen many reactions. I've seen people in literal tears and on the ground for this book. So if this book disappoints me, I'm gonna be so mad at BookTalk. Let's go. Also, I love a book that puts in a map. This way, I actually feel like I'm genuinely living in their world. Just to point out something, I'm on page 2. I thought this book is dual point of view, isn't it? Disappointment number 1. It doesn't seem to be dual point of view, but if it is, then I apologize for jumping into conclusions too fast. Let's continue. Oh god, we've reached that point where her sister tells her to stay away from Xander. God. Who's Xander? Xaden. Oh my god. Did I say the name wrong? And she's like, that Xaden Riorson, he's a third year and he will kill you the second he finds out who you are. I love that. God. Okay, so I have goosebumps. That's the part where they're in line and she's like, the third turns in my direction and my heart simply stops. He's tall, with wind-blown black hair and dark brows. The line of his jaw is strong and covered by warm skin and dark stubble. And when he folds his arms across his torso, the muscle in his chest and arms ripple, moving in a way that makes me swallow. Girl, me too. And his eyes are the shade of gold flecked onyx. The contrast is startling, jaw dropping, even everything about him is. Oh my god. And then she realizes it's Xaden. Shit. This is the part where he hears her name And then he's like, your mother captured my father and oversaw his execution. Oopsies. And she's like, your father killed my older brother. It seems like we're even. Oh my god. The exact moment I covered my mouth, I read the part that she's like, my hand flies to cover my mouth. Ah. She's like, she's like, are you trying to kill me? And then the last line is like, he says, why would I waste my energy killing you when the parapet will do it for me? A wicked smile curves his lips. Your turn. Dear God. You know this Jack guy, whatever his last name is, I hate him so much I forgot his last name. Kind of reminds me of Divergent. I mean, so far a lot of scenes actually remind me of Divergent. I did not read the books. I only watched the movies, and I forget the guy's name. Um, guy that calls Tris as stiff. That guy. Oh God, what was his name? I completely forgot. I'll just insert his picture here. This guy, Jack reminds me so much of him. Like him being so rude to Violet and that guy being so rude to Tris and like hating her and hating her family. Yeah. Violet is like, lose a thankful sigh when the wing leader steps forward and it isn't Xaden. And oh god, I should have known better. I should have known better, bro. They pass another squad on the way. And then she realizes that they're moving to fourth wing, that being Xaden's wing. I force myself to breathe, and there's a freaking smirk on Xaden's arrogant, handsome face. Ah! She's talking to Dane, and she's like, shit. She's like, why was our squad moved from second wing to fourth yesterday? And Dane looks away, so she's like, come on, tell me. And he's like, oh my god. He's like, Xaden wants you dead. It's common knowledge among the leadership after yesterday. And then she realizes and she says it out loud that he moved the squad so he has a direct line to me so he can do whatever he wants and no one will question a thing. I'm his revenge against my mother. That's what I thought. I just needed to be sure my imagination wasn't running away with me. Holy cow. Oh my god. Okay, this is very interesting. Um she wants to go to class and Dana's obviously worried and then she's like, you don't have to worry, he's not gonna like kill me in the middle of a lecture. And then Dana's like, I wouldn't put it past him. He is fucking ruthless, Violet. Why do you think his dragon chose him? And then she realizes his dragon is the one that stopped in front of her and looked at her. I was gonna say I'm disappointed, not in the book, in the character. So Professor De Vera is asking like questions for like first years to discuss and say why they think the attack happened and like what they should do. And then My smart ass Violet, I could tell that that question that she wants to ask is actually the question that's like really kind of like the question that they're looking for. So she tells I don't know how to pronounce his name. Rhiannon, I guess. She tells her to ask, what altitude is the village at? And then I was gonna say, why the hell didn't she ask her own question? Why did she have to say it to her friend to ask it? But thank God the professor notices. And then she's like, why don't you tell me why that's bothersome, Cadet Soaringale? And maybe you'd like to ask your own questions from here on out. Okay, I actually love the professor for this. Okay, I've reached chapter 6. I'm gonna take a break and eat, and hopefully I'll be back and we'll see how much more of this I'll get to read tonight. But so far, I've actually been really enjoying it. Mm-hmm. Hello. Clearly, it's the next day. I actually ended up not reading any more last night because I got held up and I had to go out. So far, I've been really enjoying it. Like, I didn't think I would be enjoying it that much. And I'm just like, I don't know, I think like I'm 50, 60 pages through already, but I've been loving it. So let's continue. Why do I like her with Dane? Like the way that he's carrying her right now to the healer quadrant. And um and she's like, you shouted and carried me out of there like I mean something to you. And then he's like, you do mean something to me. Oh god. Why do I like them together? And I think my heart is gonna hurt a lot. Okay. So sorry, but like her slurring her words because of how much pain she is in has made me like cracked up, and the way that the author has like written it out makes it even 10 times more hilarious. I didn't think I'm gonna laugh, but I'm really enjoying this. So basically it's the part where Violet kind of like finds out that Xaden and a few of like his crew are having like a secret meeting, and, and then she's trying to like eavesdrop and like find out what they're talking about. Holy hell! I have freaking goosebumps. Xaden is like, anyone else has any other questions, and then one of the guys says, when do we get to kill Violet Sorengale? And my poor girl is like, she hears that and she's like, what the fuck? And then Imogen was the girl who broke slash dislocated Violet's arm. And Zayd Imogen is like, when do we get to finally have our revenge? And he says, I told you already the youngest Sorengale is mine, and I'll handle her when the time is right. Fourth wing. Everyone meet my son, Leo. On page 131, the last sentence that Xaden tells her the right way isn't the only way. I actually think this is something that we should quite use in our daily lives, especially when we're struggling. For her sake, she's saying, I'm too short to span the distance. And he's saying that um, you gotta find another way and like not give up just because you're too short. There would probably be another way for you to get onto that distance. The whole adrenaline that's going on inside of me right now is as if I am doing the climb, and it's as if I'm the one who's about to fucking fall. I love Violet. I love how she quoted back Xaden's own words to him, being the right way isn't the only way. I used his own words against him. God, I love you, Violet. I've reached chapter 13, and that's where threshing is happening. Before finding out which dragon is gonna choose her and which one she's gonna choose, personally, I have a feeling that the Feathertail is the one that's gonna become her dragon. I don't know. That's my assumption. Mention I hate Jack. I'm gonna say it now. I hate that guy because now him and what's his name, they want to take down or hunt the freaky looking dragon. I'm like, please, just stay where you are and let your dragon find you, and leave that poor dragon alone. Thank you very much. Oh my god, oh my god. I got so excited. I have freaking tears in my eyes. Holy cow. Okay. So obviously, so Violet figures that they want to kill the golden dragon, the feather tail, and she tries to stop them. And then she's like, "If you want to kill the dragon, then you have to like get through with me then." And then Jack is like, "I don't really consider that a problem." And then someone says, "I would strongly recommend you rethink your actions." A voice, his voice, demands from across the field to my right. Xaden is leaning against the tree, his arm folded across his chest, and behind him, watching with narrowed golden eyes, her fangs exposed, is, I don't even know how to say the name, I don't want to ruin it, his terrifying navy blue dagger tail. And then my heart melted, bro. Not the dragon talking to her. Oh my god. I never thought I would get emotional over a fantasy book. Just realizing that two dragons chose her. Oh my god, I'm fucking proud of Violet. Like, whoa. I believed in my girl. Like, oh my god. That is, oh god. Why am I so excited? Two dragons chose her. I mean, I figured that the small dragon, the golden dragon, um hiding under the bigger dragons. Also, I need to like properly know how to pronounce their names. That's why I'm not pronouncing it yet. Um Andorna was the small dragon that hid, that basically she was trying to save. That's why they chose her. Both of them. Dane fucking kisses her. Oh my god. Dane kisses her and okay, we need to sit and we need to talk. Dane finally kisses her and she's like, um goosebumps again. Oh god. We need another light. Okay. Dane finally kisses her and she's like, the thrill is gone in less than a heartbeat. There's no heat, no energy, no sharp slice of lust. Disappointment sours the moment, but not for Dane. He's all smiles as he pulls away. It was over in an instant. It was everything I've ever wanted, except shit. I don't want it anymore. My. Oh, no shit, you don't want that anymore. Because, honey, you want to be kissed by the one and only Xaden, like the rest of us over here. I wish they didn't kiss. This is going to be quite heartbreaking for Dane. Suddenly she hears, I mean, they all hear someone going psychotic and they're like, make it stop. It's someone named Jeremiah. He has the power of reading minds, and right now he's saying everyone's thoughts out loud. And Violet looks at Xaden and she's like, make it stop, make him stop, or like help him out. And God, I love this scene. And Xaden is like, start mentally reciting whatever bookish shit you've learned. And she's so confused. She's like, I'm sorry. And he's like, if you value your secrets, clear your thoughts now. And she's so like terrified and whatever. She nothing comes to mind, but then she suddenly starts reciting shit. And it was right on cue because Jeremiah was about to like basically spill one of the things that she's hiding. Hello from a few hours after the last clip. It is quarter to 1 a.m. But I'm just gonna get one more chapter through because shit is getting quite interesting. I do have to wake up quite early tomorrow, but we shall read and see what the hell is gonna happen. So let's go. You know what pisses me off? I was so pissed off at Dane for not believing her when she said that Amber was the one that was in her room. And the fact that he was like, okay, let me see, because he wanted to use his powers to see through her memories. That pissed me off even way more. And she was like, when she was thinking to herself, and she was like, Xaden believed me without having to prove to him anything, and like he is the enemy. Like, yeah, they're like paired or like whatever, but he still believed her, and he didn't even doubt her for a second. But Dane, being her fucking best friend, did not believe her because he was like, Amber is too good to like break the rules or like whatever. And that kind of hits deep when you realize how much you want or you expect your closest person to believe in you and to believe you, but sometimes they fail you, and they shock you with that, with them not believing you. You get shocked, not only shocked, but you get heartbroken. And then people that you don't expect or you expect the least from are the ones who believe you right on the spot. Which, it's actually, I kind of feel like the thing that fantasy books have is that you get to relate a whole lot to the characters and like what they're saying. That's what I feel like. But damn, I'm really mad at Dane. He deserves to be punched in the fucking face. This is so sad. Every writer slams their hands over their ears as Clade mourns. I hope that's how you say that name. God, I think I'm gonna be crying a lot in this book. I'm not crying right now, but just hearing the dragons mourn the loss of their riders kind of sucks. I feel like, especially when you have a pet, any to all kinds of animals, if you like read about them like being sad or mourning or in pain or like whatever, even if it's fantasy, it still kind of sucks and hurts way more. I want to continue reading, but unfortunately, I'm falling asleep, and this is a book that I definitely want to read when I'm wide awake. I mean, I hope that I get to see Xaden and um Violet's like relationship forming in this book, because from what says over here, I'm guessing I will be witness. Hello, we're back. It's 2 days after the last clip that you guys have seen. We got held up. We couldn't read for 2 days. So let's continue. I just came across the scene of where Violet gets attacked in her sleep. And oh my god, the way that Xaden actually believed her and Dane didn't still haunts me, because hello, Dane, you being my best friend, my, like, I'm just talking in Violet's position right now, you being my best friend, I expect you to believe me right on the spot and not protect Amber's fucking honor and be like, oh, she doesn't lie. She goes by the rules. Like, really? She goes by the rules and you don't believe me, your best friend, the one who you kissed like 2 seconds ago? Please. Oh my god. I swear to god, the goosebumps that I get in this book is just so Liam and Violet are talking, and then Liam is like, "You're protected at night," and then she's like, "Wait, what do you mean I'm protected at night? Don't tell me that like Xaden has made you to like sleep in the hallway or something." And then he's like, "No, of course not. He warded your door the morning after the attack." And then he's like, "I'm guessing he didn't tell you." And she's like, "He what?" And then he's like, "He warded your door, so only you can open it." She tells him, "But if he's the one who warded it, then he can get in too, right?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, but it's not like Riorson is going to kill you." On chapter 22, the top part, which is basically from page 64 of the book of her brother, it says, "The first rush of power is unmistakable. The first time it forms to you surrounds you with a seemingly endless supply of energy. You'll be addicted to the high, to the possibilities of all you can do with it, to the control you hold in the palm of your hand. But here's the thing, that power can quickly turn and control you." I don't know why, but reading this, it somehow, if we want to relate it to the real life that we live in, it somehow reminded me of the concept of money. And I haven't experienced it, but based on what I've seen, the people around me or people that I know, it's quite obvious to the eye that, for instance, here it says the first rush of power. Power, I would say, would be the money, and basically, money changes people. If you don't know how to use the money that you get properly and correctly, um, it will ruin you, it will destroy you, and it will control you, and it will change you. And um, I think that's what happens to so many people that get rich, I would say, in one night, or they get rich super fast. And I think before becoming rich, before becoming wealthy, you should have the knowledge of how to use that wealth and how to use money. Because if you do not know how to use your money or how to use your wealth, then that entire money is going to change who you are, and you're going to see yourself that you're going to see that everyone else is under you and your nose is too up high, that you don't think anyone is better than you and you think that you yourself are better than everyone and anyone around you. And I think we live in a world that it's actually really hard or really rare to spot people who are not only rich with money but rich with the knowledge of using that money, if it makes any sense. One thing that I believe in, being rich does not always mean that you have a significant amount of money. I think being wealthy is the definition of having money, but having the manners and discipline of how to treat people and not throw everyone else under the bus and not see everyone else any less than who you are. You know, like going back again to the part that I said, I absolutely got pissed off at Dane when um he didn't believe Violet right on the spot. Even right now, when she's defending herself against Jack, or when she's saying that, like, you ran that day and you will run again because that's what a coward does, freaking Dane says, oh, for fuck's sake, Violet. But Xaden says she's not wrong. Like, come on. Literally, come on. Finally, and finally, Xaden tells Dane exactly what I was thinking. He's like, you choose the oddest times, to defend her, and the most convenient times not to. Literally, like, what the hell is wrong with you, man? Get a grip. Oh my god, I am so dead. She's like, have you always been this? He's like, no. I was a child at some point. God, I can't stop laughing. This is hilarious. They kissed. They finally kissed. And the fact that he said, fuck it. Oh my god. Why am I getting so emotional? The fact that he says, and I refuse to act on a desire that isn't yours, so you have to walk back up those steps now. And then she's like, but I want, and he's like, this isn't your want. That's the fucking problem, and I can't leave you out here on your own. So have just a little mercy on me and go. Professor Carr just told Violet that, why am I in shock? Just told Violet that you think Xaden is the most powerful writer of the generation, but he's not. It's you, Violet. Wow. Wow, I'm out of words. She's like, it's spectacular, and he's like, it's yours. And then he's like, I had it made for you. Oh my god. I can't. You know the feeling that a book is too good and you wanna you you wanna finish it ASAP because you wanna know what will happen. But at the same time you don't want to finish it too fast because you still want to enjoy every part of it. I know there's still 2 books and like another one is supposed to come in. But oh my god, I don't want to finish this too fast. But yeah, I'm gonna stop for today and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Hello, it is the next day and we are going to be continuing and reading Fourth Wing. The obsession that I'm getting with the book is absolutely insane. Like, I didn't think I would be this obsessed with the book. I didn't think I would be crying at this book. I have fucking tears in my eyes. Oh god. Really don't cry reading books unless Unless like a scene is super personal. Here, uh, when her sister is begging her to leave, and then because they don't want like the untrained cadets to like get attacked or like whatever. And her sister tells Xaden to, if you want me to trust you, get her out of here. And Xaden is like, trying to like get her out and like whatever. And she is like, I can't leave my sister because my dragon can save her. And then he suddenly kisses her. And he's like, leave for me. I have a feeling that now that they're happy, everything's gonna go to shit. Can I just say that? They go into his room, they do their thing, they're happy, and suddenly they get called. Grab your flight leathers, and you better bring Sorenge with you too. We're under attack. Fucking great. Holy cow. I've reached the part that he is telling her, you love me, Anne, and she's like, love. And he gets pissed off and he says, love. You love me. I am in complete shock. I think it's safe to say that I fucking hate Dame. He tricked her. And because, oh my god, and because of him, they're all gonna die. What the fuck do you mean it's been my honor? He died. The entire thing, the entire scene. The part that he got attacked by Jack, I was so glad that he didn't die, and now he's dead. Oh my god, this just made me hate Dane more because it's his fault that Liam is dead. Okay, at all. That was probably one of the saddest deaths I've ever read about. I think it's the last page or the last few pages, and Xaden's POV is just the gun. I am mortified from Liam's death. Mortified. I'm broken. Her brother is alive? I thought he was dead. What the fuck? I finished the book. I'm still in complete shock and pain from Liam's death. And that last sentence what the fuck? Her brother is alive. Wow, love that. Okay, that is just, um I don't know if it's the author or if it's just how fantasy books are written in general, but I feel like I felt the deaths, the death and like everything on a more emotional level. I mean, the rest of the books that I read, like romance, mafia, whatever, you kind of get to like be like, okay, this could happen to me in real life. If that makes any sense. You feel everything in those books as well. But this, I swear to God, this was the first book that gave me goosebumps. Goosebumps. I'm not talking about tears. No. I've cried over a few other books, but I don't cry that much over books or movies. But I am an emotional person. Yeah. But holy shit. The thing is, I don't think I want to read the other two books ASAP because I don't want to finish this series too soon and too fast. And at the same time, I do want to know what the hell is going to happen. Anyway, thank you for watching and thank you for sticking with me for my first fantasy journey. We're definitely going to be doing more of this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. And let me know what book you want me to read next if you want to see a reading vlog. Love you. Bye.